Your brain is about to break. Not in an hour, not after 5 drinks. In the next 2 minutes, if you pour yourself one shot, feel that warmth spreading through your chest the second the alcohol hits. That's not the alcohol itself. That's your blood vessels opening up on command,
Mm.
a reflex built into you 10 million years before whiskey even existed. Feel your shoulders drop, the tension just melting out of your body. That's a calming chemical in your brain getting artificially cranked up. Your brain didn't relax because you're actually safe. It just got tricked into acting like you are. Notice how a stranger suddenly seems funnier, easier to talk to, way more interesting than 5 minutes ago? That's the part of your brain that normally screams, "Don't say that." It just went quiet. The room didn't get better. That part of you got switched off. So why does any of this even happen? Why does your body have a switch that turns off your self-control the second a specific drink touches your tongue? 10 million years ago, before humans existed, before language, before fire, one of our ancestors got a random genetic change in a gene that controls an enzyme responsible for breaking down alcohol in your body. That one change made the enzyme 40 times better at its job, and this had nothing to do with parties. It was about fruit. Fermented fruit lying on the forest floor was packed with calories, and most animals couldn't touch it without getting sick. The ancestors who could safely eat it without getting sick ate more of it, survived better, and passed that gene straight down to you. Feel like you just can't stop after the second drink? That's not weak willpower. That's a reward system built to chase something rare. Fermented fruit only showed up a few weeks a year, tied to one specific tree, and every animal in the forest was fighting over it. Getting a dose of alcohol back then took real effort. Today it takes 11 seconds and $3. Your brain still fires off the exact same jackpot signal it fired for a starving ancestor who got lucky. It has no idea the jackpot is sitting on a shelf at every gas station within 5 miles of your house. Feel the room start spinning after drink number 4? That's your body slamming into a wall it was never built to handle. For almost all of human history, alcohol had a hard ceiling. Fermenting liquid can't get much stronger than about 15% alcohol, because the yeast making it basically poisons itself to death before it gets there. So for millions of years, nothing anyone could drink was much stronger than a glass of wine. That changed around the 8th century, when chemists in the Middle East figured out how to concentrate alcohol way past anything fermentation alone could ever produce. Hard liquor at 40% strength has only existed for about 1,200 years. The enzyme in your liver has been doing its job for 10 million years. It was calibrated for 15%, and you're pouring in 40. Can't remember how you even got home last night? That's not just being drunk. That's the part of your brain responsible for saving new memories, getting temporarily shut down by that same calming chemical flooding your system. Your brain was never built to handle that much sedation at once, so past a certain point, it just stopped saving anything new at all. You were awake, you were talking, none of it got recorded. That blackout isn't a story missing a few details. It's a brain that hit a dose it was never designed for, and simply gave up on writing anything down. Notice how much easier it is to finish a bottle with friends than to drink alone? That's not just mood. Research on social drinking shows your brain releases more feel-good chemicals when you drink in a group than when you drink solo. For almost all of human history, fermented drinks were consumed in groups, around a fire, at a shared meal, tied to celebration and ritual. Your brain still treats drinking with other people as a bonding signal, not just intoxication. That's part of why one beer alone in an empty apartment feels flat, but the exact same beer at a party feels completely different. The chemistry is identical. What's actually changing your brain's response is who's in the room. Wake up the next morning with a pounding head, a dry mouth, and a stomach that hates you? That's not really the alcohol anymore. That's dehydration, plus a buildup of a toxic byproduct your liver creates while breaking the alcohol down. Your 10-million-year-old system was built to handle an occasional dose of naturally fermented fruit, not a concentrated dose 4 times stronger, all in one evening. That hangover is your body sending you the bill for going past the limit that, for almost all of human history, wasn't even physically possible to cross. Ever turn bright red after half a glass, heart racing, feeling sick to your stomach? If you're of East Asian descent, there's a decent chance you're carrying a different genetic change, one that makes your body build up a toxic byproduct of alcohol much faster than normal. That change is only a few thousand years old, showing up right around the time rice-based fermented drinks started spreading through parts of China. One theory says it's basically a built-in brake. Evolution installing a stop button the moment alcohol suddenly got a lot easier to make. So, depending on which version of these genes you happen to inherit, you're either carrying a 40 times upgraded machine built to chase a jackpot that doesn't exist anymore, or a built-in alarm that goes off the second you get anywhere near a drink. Either way, none of it was built for a bottle you can buy at midnight, drink alone in your kitchen, and just buy again tomorrow. You didn't break your brain tonight. 10 million years of evolution just ran straight into 1,200 years of history, and you happen to be the one standing there holding the glass.